Mystery Creek official weather forecast brought to you by the Suzuki DR200. More reliable than the weather at Fieldays and now only 5,650 plus GST. Save 500. It's Kiwi as, eh?
Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan with your final Mystery Creek forecast for this year, proudly brought to you by Suzuki. And you know this big low is coming in, so it's my job to put a bit of a positive spin on it for those that are going off to Mystery Creek right here next to Hamilton Airport. So let's kick off with the lunchtime Friday wind and air pressure map. So this is all low pressure, basically from the southern part of the country to north of New Zealand. That is all the centre of low pressure, which means all the windy stuff is mostly on the outer edges of it. Here at Mystery Creek, shouldn't be too bad. Bit of a northeasterly breeze across Waikato. It'll be strongest over towards the Kaimai Ranges. Here we are at lunchtime, and this is the low pressure centre, the main part of it. But like I say, it stretches all the way down to Stewart Island and north of the far north. So this is a huge area of low pressure. But of course, the larger the centre, the more most of the severe weather gets pushed out to sea, all this windy stuff. But we do have rain and showers. It'll be a mixture of drizzly falls, some heavier rain, and maybe even some dry spells. As this is a northeasterly breeze, the Kaimai Coromandel Ranges break it up, but we do expect instability because of that low pressure zone, which means we are expecting around about 25 millimetres of rain. As we go through into lunchtime Saturday, the winds change from a northeasterly to a northwesterly. So it is still fairly mild and the showers mostly clear away. That is the good news. The rain goes out over here to the east and the main area of low pressure looks kind of cool. That's it out there over the Tasman Sea. So lunchtime on Saturday looks a lot better. The pale blue, that's just the risk of a few showers, mostly brief and light. So we're not expecting those big thundery downpours at this stage. Colder, nastier weather is out at sea. So the forecast looks pretty good on Saturday, and I'm hopeful that even on Friday, it does start to improve. This is the rainfall map. You can find these graphs under trends at ruralweather.co.nz or download the new Weather Watch app. And you can see here quite clearly the rain kicks in around about later on tonight, Thursday, pours across Friday, and then this spike here around about 1 p.m, hopefully, give or take an hour or two, is the sign that it should start to then ease back. But as you can see quite clearly, Friday is wet, Saturday not looking quite so bad. The pale blue is the risk of a shower, so there's still some risk, but it's not looking too bad. It drops at kind of the most important part, which is good. And the fog map we've got also at Rural Weather shows a little bit of low cloud overnight tonight, and some foggy patches are possible on Sunday morning for those of you who are working at Mystery Creek and are flying off back home, but even that looks short-lived. So overall, I think it's a pretty positive forecast. The positive spin I'm putting on Friday's weather, because it is a bit wet, is that there should be some dry spells, some drizzly spells as well, and it should be fairly mild for this time of the year. It's certainly not going to be anywhere near a frost. And on Saturday, mostly dry, just a few showers. That could still change a little bit, but it's been pretty consistent all week. That Friday was going to be the wet day and Saturday was looking a lot better afterwards. Thank you so much for joining us for these special updates across this week. A big thanks to Suzuki. Without Suzuki, we wouldn't have been doing this. So thanks to them. Go out and buy a motorbike. That's all I ask for you. Have a great time. We'll see you next time.
Save 500 on the Suzuki DR200 for a limited time. New Zealand's favourite farm bike. Like unreliable weather, steak sammies and hot chips at Fieldays, it's Kiwi as, eh?